Hi everyone, Leslie of Life Holistically. I decided to do a little experiment today. I have 8 containers in front of me, 5 of which are just the substrate and essential oil, and the last 3 are going to be talking about essential oils in the bath. For each one, I've used a plant therapy German chamomile essential oil. I used a pipette to measure my drops for consistency. Each container has 4 drops of essential oil. In my first container, I have fractionated coconut oil. The second is a high-quality witch hazel. The third is 40 proof vodka. The fourth is white distilled vinegar. And the fifth is rubbing alcohol. These are the first ones I'm going to talk about, and then I will move on to the ones for the bath. So I'm just going to take these containers and shake them vigorously. Remember, these don't have any water. They just have the substrate and 4 drops of German chamomile essential oil. I'm trying to shake them equally as well. How many times I swirl back and forth in either direction. Now, these things you would typically use in a room spray or something like that. So you want to make sure that your oils are blending, right? So the fractionated coconut oil actually looks really good. You do see a teeny bit on the bottom of the glass still, but for the most part, you don't see any droplets, right? This is why we recommend diluting our essential oils in carrier oil before applying to our skin. Fractionated coconut oil is also typically the choice in aromatic medicine as the carrier of choice, and you can see why. It blends really well. The next is witch hazel. As you can see, the droplets very much stay separate from the substrate. Next is vodka. Vodka as well stays very separate. I would also like to just quickly make a point that any of these 5 items, if you were making a room spray and you were adding this to water and then to your essential oil, none of these are preservatives. So if you're making a room spray without a preservative, think of how quickly that spray is going to become a science experiment. Now, even if you had made a hydrosol type product that you were going to be, say, misting on the skin and you weren't adding a preservative, and it was something that was going to stay on the shelf for a decent amount of time, say you're going to sell it in a store, so you don't know how long it's going to be sitting there. You need something in that product too, guys, okay? Okay. So now we're looking at vinegar. Vinegar not only has the droplets sitting on the top, but it's very much stuck to the glass as well. And last is rubbing alcohol. This is the best of them all. Where you had the fractionated coconut oil, where some of the essential oil was still sitting on the bottom, here it's very much blended together. So rubbing alcohol at 70% is going to be the best out of all of them. You can look at vodka as being a preservative if you've almost used the entire container of your 2 ounces or 4 ounces. Almost the entire thing would need to be vodka for it to have any kind of preservative qualities. So kind of not worth it. It's a little expensive when you're looking at it that way. Okay, so now I'm going to move the fractionated coconut oil down to the last 3. The last 3 I have, again, is Epsom salt, carrier oil, avocado carrier oil, and in the last one is 1 tablespoon of fragrance-free shampoo and 1 teaspoon of Soluble. And I have warm water that I'm going to add to each one, and for consistency I'm going to add up to the 300 ml mark. But again, I'm going to bring the fractionated coconut oil down so you can also see how that, once it's water's added to it, then what happens. So I'm going to add that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've added my warm water to each container. I'm up to 300 mils for consistency, and let's take a look. So I'm going to shake them and immediately show you what's going on with them. So this one is my avocado carrier oil, 4 drops of German chamomile, and warm water. Can't see, so I'm going to lift it up into the light. You can see how the carrier oil and the essential oil are both on the top. Now, I just want to make a point that a lot of people talk online that this is an okay way to take a bath. And even though it is okay, you have to think that this stuff is still sitting on the top. So I like to say, is it proper? Is it a proper way to disperse essential oils in the bath? No, it is not. Okay, and we're going to look at the next container, and I'm going to show you what I mean by properly dispersing. Okay, so I'm going to shake it a little. I really don't have to do too much. And again, this is 1 tablespoon of shampoo and 1 teaspoon of Soluble. I like to hold it up to the light so you can really see. It's still got some sudsing going on because of the shampoo. And you can see very tiny droplets, but you can also see that it's fully dispersed throughout the entire container, throughout the entire 300 mils. This is an ideal way to take a bath. This is not only proper, but safe. Okay? And somebody had said to me, what about fractionated coconut oil? Why can't I use that in the bath? That disperses beautifully. Okay, so I'm shaking it up. It is still a carrier oil, guys, so it does sit on the top, just like the avocado does. I'm going to put them next to each other. It is a pretty blue color, though, isn't it? So there's the 2 carrier oils. Again, is it okay in a pinch if you have nothing else? Yes, it is. Is it the proper way to disperse oils? Not necessarily. You could use polysorbate 80 in place of the Soluble, which is here on the right. But shampoo is going to be better than just the carrier oil. My favorite in a bath is actually the Epsom salt, which is the one I saved for last, with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil and a little bit of Soluble with my essential oils. This is the most popular method shared on Facebook, on internet. So I saved the best for last. And this is the result with Epsom salts. I'm trying to do it in the sun so you can really see it. Your essential oils, for the most part, are sitting in droplets right on the top. And you can see it's actually stuck to the sides as well. And again, keep in mind this is high quality Epsom salt and very warm water, which actually should help to blend a little. But Epsom salt is definitely alone not the answer in a bath. So there you have it, guys. I hope that this helped clear up some stuff for you. Have a great day.